Hello lovely viewers, you are most welcome to our channel Poetry Online. In this lesson, we shall be discussing the detailed analysis of A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare. Kindly subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get updates on all our new videos. Once again, let us assure you of a very interesting discussion. Get ready for this lesson. A Midsummer Night's Dream is one of the most popular plays of William Shakespeare. The play has a magical atmosphere, a hilarious play within a play, and its general air of celebration makes it interesting to readers of all generations. The play celebrates the idea of marriage, since all the conflicts in the play were resolved through marriage. In 4 days' time, the Duke of Athens by name Teucer will be getting married to the Queen of Amazon by name Hippolyta, whom he has conquered in a battle. As he and his bride-to-be look forward to a memorable occasion, the Duke is then approached by Eagles, who asks for judgment on his daughter Hermia. In their time, a girl must marry the man her father chooses for her, or face death as a penalty. This law was often not enforced, since the love parents have for their daughters prevented them from reporting their disobedience when they reject their choice of men. However, Eagles went to the Duke to enforce such a law if she refuses to marry his choice of a husband for her. Eagles wants his precious daughter to marry Demetrius, but she is in love with Lysander. Teucer then informs Hermia to either obey her father by accepting to marry the man he has chosen for her or face death as a penalty. He gives her up to 4 days to make up her mind. Lysander and Hermia are left alone. He tells her that he has an aunt who lives beyond the boundaries of the Duke's powers, where such an obnoxious law cannot be enforced on them. Lysander then suggests that the two of them should meet in the wood that night and run away to a place where they can marry and be happy. Hermia agrees to do so. Hermia's friend Helena arrives. She is unhappy because both Demetrius and Lysander are in love with Hermia. Helena loves Demetrius. However, Demetrius does not pretend this love for Helena, which makes her unhappy. Hermia tells her friend Helena about their plans to elope somewhere she and her lover Lysander can marry and be happy. Helena, on hearing this, decides to tell Demetrius about this secret plan. Helena did this in order to gain favor in the eyes of Demetrius. Meanwhile, a group of Athenians met to prepare a play that they hoped to perform as part of the Duke's wedding festivities. They decided to prepare a play telling the tragic story of the ill-fated lovers Pyramus and Thisbe. However, they never did realize how absurd it would be to tell a sad story on a memorable occasion like a wedding. They decided on which part each should play and finally agreed to meet in the wood, where they can rehearse the play in private, away from public eye. It is interesting to note that the fairies live in the woods, where this group of Athenians were to meet and rehearse their play, and it is in this same wood that Hermia and Lysander are to meet in order to elope. In the woods, OBERON and TITANIA, the fairy king and queen, are quarreling. The cause of their quarrel is simple. Titania will not allow the king of fairies, OBERON, to have the Indian boy she has raised. In the end, OBERON resolves to punish Titania as a way of forcing her to obey him. He will cast a spell on her as she sleeps, so that when she wakes up, she will fall in love with the first creature she sees. Demetrius also goes to the wood in search of Hermia. Helena then follows him, and he rejects her angrily. OBERON, the king of fairies, sees this, and he orders Punk to use the magic he has used on Titania on Demetrius so that he will instantly fall in love with Helena. OBERON tells Punk that he will recognize the Athenian by his dressing. Unfortunately, Punk comes across the other couple, Lysander and Hermia, instead of Demetrius and Helena, and mistakenly applies the magic on Lysander. Helena then arrives and wakes Lysander up, and he falls in love with her instantly, rejecting Hermia. Helena at this point believes Lysander is making fun or mocking her and runs away in tears. Hermia then wakes up from sleep, only to realize that she is alone and goes off in search of Lysander. Puck sees the group of Athenians rehearsing and how upset they all look. He then decides to add a little bit of fun at their expense. He transforms Bottom's head to that of an ass. Titania, the queen of fairies, wakes up and Bottom was the first creature she saw. She falls in love with him instantly. OBERON, the king of fairies, discovers that Punk has mistakenly made Lysander fall in love with Helena. To correct this problem, he put the juice on the sleeping Demetrius' eyes and orders Punk to bring Helena there. When this is done, Demetrius professes his love for Helena. Helena is in a state of dilemma as both Lysander and Demetrius have fallen deeply in love with her. Hermia finally found the three of them and is surprised at the sudden turn of events. Both Lysander and Demetrius, who once loved her, no longer desired her. Hermia believes that her friend Helena has stolen Lysander from her. Demetrius and Lysander go off to fight in order to settle which one of them will have Helena. Helena then runs away from them all. Hermia is left alone and completely confused. OBERON then orders Punk to separate Demetrius and Lysander and to arrange all four Athenians, Hermia, Helena, Lysander, and Demetrius, to fall asleep near each other so that he can correct the mistakes he has made. Punk then applies the antidote on Lysander, freeing him from Helena's love. However, Demetrius is still in love with Helena. Titania and Bottom fall asleep in each other's arms. Punk goes to free her from the spell as she has finally given the Indian boy to the king of the fairies. He releases her from the spell and they reconcile to each other. Punk then transforms Bottom's head back to normal. Meanwhile, the Duke of Athens, Theseus, Hippolyta, and companions enter the wood in search of the four lovers. Theseus sees the four lovers asleep and orders them to be woken up. To the surprise of everyone present, the lovers are now happily paired. Theseus ordered that they should be allowed to wed as they have chosen during his own wedding ceremony. The protest of Aegeus, the father of Hermia, is dismissed. A triple wedding was organized, during which the performance of the story Pyramos and Tipsy was displayed for all to see. The performance is comically absurd, but the wedding party is amused by it. The party ends at midnight and the fairies appear, dance, and bless the union of the three couples. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video.